Good morning, everyone. Check out this sunrise. This is smoke from those fires that's settled into that valley behind me as the sun comes up. Well, this morning I'm trying something new. I've never had these. When I'm running, I use the goo for energy. But I saw these in the store the other day. Bought a couple of these. They're pretty good. I do it with my coffee. You can't see my coffee, but that's my coffee. You lay this on top, it warms it up just a little bit, and then you eat it. It gives you a little energy. Of course, my coffee is what gives me the most energy. I gotta have my coffee in the morning. It's gonna be a pretty day. Okay, everybody, I am getting a very late start. It's 8:23. I'm packed up now, ready to go. Everything's clean, nothing left here. This is, and everybody else is gone. I couldn't walk around with a camera like I'm doing now because I had 3 other guys here camping. I wanted to just kind of show you the area. This is Lick Log Gap. I don't know where they come up with some of these names, but it's a pretty nice area here. Yesterday when the smoke, where I was going to stay, it was smoke. I even saw some ashes falling from the sky. It just kind of made me a little bit nervous, and it was real smoky where I had planned to camp, and I found out that there was a forest fire. It wasn't a controlled burn, and I decided I better not stay there. I ended up going a good bit further, at least 4 miles further. I went by the shelter and it was full. Came to here. So this is a good spot. It's in a gap and the wind doesn't stop blowing. So, usually these gaps are windy, and the wind never stopped last night, but the temperature wasn't bad. It's 49, probably was the low. It's already up above that. I'm sure it's in about middle 50s now. Good campground site area. There was 3 other guys over here on this side, but I had the spot as far as the view went. I enjoyed being here, and I kind of drank coffee, and I showed you that video a little while earlier, but I just really been taking my time. I'm going to the Knock. I have a cabin reserved at the Knock for not tonight, but tomorrow night. I mean, I'm only 15 miles from there, so probably what I'll do is just find a spot close and then Nero into the Knock the next day. And then I've got 2 15-mile days after that planned to make it to Fontana. Today is the 7th, March the 7th, and it's Tuesday. And what day is it? Is it day 11? I think this is day 11. It's been good. I'll give you some more updates later. Yeah, hope everybody's having a good day today on Tuesday. It's day 12. Sorry, not day 11. I'm probably going to have trouble keeping up with that. I have it written down, but I don't always look at it, think I can remember it. All right, see you later. What do we have here? A nice view spot. I've been hiking up 0.8. Oh, that's the, I don't know, I better not say that. I think that's where that tower was yesterday up there. And I am pretty sure the gap that I stayed in is right there. Beautiful, gorgeous, exquisite. Just got some water. I wanted to show you what I had to get it out of. Sometimes, you know, I carried water yesterday for about 4 miles. A lot of water. All my bottles full because I kept thinking I was going to camp, and I didn't know if there was going to be water where I camped. So the place I originally planned to camp, I filled up with water. I ended up going 4 miles further. So I was not happy with carrying the weight, but I had plenty of water to cook with and do breakfast this morning and everything. So I didn't cook a breakfast, but I cooked coffee. I made coffee, a big cup of coffee. So this is the place where I had to get water now. As I was going to be out, because I got a big incline, a big mountain to climb coming up, and I was afraid not to have. The next one from here is 3 miles. I didn't really want to do that. So here's what I had to get the water out of. Sometimes you just have to take what you can get. I had to set my bag down in there and just catch it where it's coming between those 2 rocks. And I got enough to fill my 2 bottles. I drank what I had left so I'd be cameled up for this mountain, and then I got 2 more bottles. Those are 16.9 ounce bottles. All right, time to keep going. This is Cold Spring Shelter. And it is literally right on the trail. They're not usually right on the trail like this. It's about 5 miles from the last shelter, the Way of Balls shelter. The old log cabin style shelter. Hey. Well, I can show you the inside. It's a small inside. There were a couple guys standing there when I came around the corner. And without permission, I don't want to put anybody on here. You never know how somebody might feel about that, so I don't want to plaster somebody on YouTube without their permission. I had no idea anybody was there walking up to it, but it's just a little platform. It looks, I don't know what the capacity is, 4 or 6, not many. But neat is all the old log cabin. Pretty neat shelter. All right, got to keep going. Don't have a lot of miles, but I'd like to get a shelter. I know the one I want. And that way, if I get there early enough, it won't be crowded and I can get my spot claimed. But I got a lot of people in front of me. I saw this morning go by because I was so slow getting started. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I just went over a ridge and the trail started going down steep, and I look out across here and I see 3 camel humps. 1, 2, and there's another one here. 3. And I'm pretty sure the trail's about to go over every one of those. Should be some good views. All 3 are balls. They got names, and I'll give you the names as I get to them. There's probably gonna be pretty good views there. So here we go down first though. Well, I just came down about 50 yards, not even from that last shot. And I see this coming up. Oh, wow. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow. Got clear skies again, a little hazy. I think that's from those fires. Blue skies above. Man, thank the Lord for His creation. It's incredible. Wow. All right, I'm gonna keep rolling. Okay, I just went around the first camel hump that I showed you a minute ago. That's Tellico Bald. And I don't guess it's gonna go. It looked like the trail was gonna go over it, but it didn't. I'm just below it. So I'm working my way. I can see 2 and 3 from here over there that I pointed out to you in the video. So let's see what happens. I thought it was gonna be going over the tops of them, but the trail's kind of just off the top. All right, talk to you later. Okay, second camel hump, and we can go over the top again, just below it, and no views. Well, they usually put you right on top. I don't know why they didn't on this trail. Must not have been feasible, but so I'm just hiking right just below the ball. No trails up or anything. I got one more camel hump to hit. You can never tell. Might be like last time, might be just all of a sudden they put you on a little ridge and you got a great view. We'll see. All right, I'm going up the third camel hump. I don't know if we have views or not, but they didn't sideswipe this one. Going straight up the top. So maybe we got something up here. Came across a bridge to get here, and I thought maybe I was gonna have some views, but they never did. There's a little opening there, but there's a bunch of brush in the way. I'm gonna keep going to see if we get something good up here. Still going up this camel hump though. Okay, I had to take a side trail on the third camel hump, Rocky Bald, which I just showed you the picture. The second camel hump was blackballed. I'm not sure I said it. It's a climb off the trail, extra miles. But my son T reminded me, don't forget to stop and smell the roses. So I don't know if there's roses up here to smell, but it's a saying that we have at our house. Enjoy life. It's short. It's over in a blink. So I'm climbing up here to see if there's any roses. It's a climb. Okay, that's where the trail comes up. Comes up here to a big rock. That's why this is called Rocky Bald. And here are the roses. Wow. There's one of those. There's blackball there. Okay, I just came through Tellico Gap, and I'm going up again. This is all dead in through here. Everything's dead. But it looks like there's been a lot of undergrowth. if this was I don't see any fire marks. I don't know why everything's dead here, but it's sure dead as it can be. Yeah, there's some fire marks. It must be from a fire several years ago. Yeah, I see a little bit. So you can see some green. Oh, the shadow's in the way. Some green coming back on some of these plants. It's gonna be thick in here, but all these trees have got to come down that are dead. They're gonna fall. It's gonna be a trail nightmare. I'm sure it already has been, because a lot of these trees look like they're ready to come down. Now there's one that's alive. It's blooming. It looks like an oak. Big one. It's survived. I'm not positive it's a fire. But there's a lot of dead trees in here. All right, I gotta put down some more miles. Keep going. Yeah, there's some burn on that tree. There's a burnt stump there. So I guess several years ago, this burned. I see that tree over there is burned. But it didn't kill everything. Some of these big oaks are still alive. Even some of the smaller ones are. I see them blooming. And a lot of this is undergrowth that's come back since the burn too, which is usually pretty good for the, a burn when it comes back is good for habitat. But it's a nightmare for all the trees that fall later after they die. Yeah, look at the side here. Definitely was on fire. Huh. This is close to a road. Don't know what caused it, but most likely somebody not being careful. It could be lightning or something, but lightning causes a lot of fires up in the west, but so do people. All right, just thought I'd show you this. You get all different types of things you see on the trail, and I'm trying to share it with you. It's hot in here because not much cover, and the sun's out today. Started off in the high 40s, now it's 66. So it'll be another hot day apparently. Just in time for me to get to the Smokies when it turns cold. Next week. All right, talk to you later. Okay, this time I'm gonna be smart. The last couple of times I've taken the side trips, I've taken my backpack with me on the Blue Blazes. Not doing it this time. I'm gonna go up that tower without my bag, so I can come right back here and keep hiking that way. No, this is Tellico. Hold on. Westerbold. I knew Tellico. I went through Tellico Gap. So this is Westerbold, and it is a climb. Be ready how you climb from Tellico Gap to here. It's work, but I'm hoping it's gonna be worth it. I see several people up here, so not sure how much filming I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some filming and try not to get them in the photography. So here we go. I'm pretty sure those are the 3 camel humps right there. That I came over. I got the tower to myself for a minute, so I thought I would film. All right, that's east. that's north. And I'm still thinking that's Fontana. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. There we go. And that is obviously the Smokies. Okay, I'm going by Westerwald Shelter, and if some of you who go back and look at my training videos, and you will remember when the third day I hiked out of the Knock. This is where I came to I came up above here to the water source, got water, and came back down here and introduced you to my jet bowl and cooked a little lunch there, and then hiked back to the Knock. Well, so I'm what, 6 miles from the Knock. It was a 13-mile day from the time I went from the cabin to here and then back and down this hill to the shelter. So I'm looking at hiking to the next shelter, which is about a mile out of the Knock, spending the night, and then take a Nero going into the Knock, because I got a room, a cabin reserved for tomorrow night, and then 2 15-mile days to Fontana, Thursday and Friday. That's my plan. So here is Westerwald Shelter. Can't hardly see it down there. It's got a metal roof on it. But I don't see anybody there. I could have the shelter by myself if I went on and sheltered now. But I remember what these views are like. What does that say? Wesser Creek Trail. I don't want to go down there. So there's some spectacular views coming up, I remember, from my training video. So I'll come back on here in a few minutes. All right, I've gone 11.8 miles today so far. I'm sorry, 10.8. 10.8. And here comes this spot up here that I can't wait to see again. Both times I've been here now, it's been clear. It's just so sweet. Wow. Okay, here comes the toughest part. Yeah. This is, oh wow. Wow. I'll stop and look out across there for a minute. As I was saying, this is the hardest part to get down. And it's a serious down. I'm gonna show you where I gotta go. When I get down here, Poor old knees. I gotta go down there. The trail goes right through there. I can see it. It's right through there. And that is straight down right here. So, and these rocks are a lot of fun. But we're gonna go that way. Thank goodness I'm not going straight off this edge. But this is crazy right here. They cut this trail in the side of this mountain. Up there is where I just was. And they cut a trail so we could get up there. I don't know which is worse, going down or up on this. It's tough on the lungs going up and tough on the knees going down. I hate to know I had to be the one to make this trail though. Whew. Try to film this part. Concentrating so much on this little narrow trail, you forget to look across here. All right, I'm gonna put it up now. That was the hardest section anyway. I got about halfway down to that, and about a quarter of the way down, but it gets easier to navigate. That was the hardest part, going over those bumps. When I get down there, I'm gonna show you what we just came off of. Okay, that's that bad boy I just came off of, right there. And the trail runs off, goes over every one of these little peaks, all through there. And then it goes off the other way. You can't see it. But they want you to get your money's worth. And coming down off that bad boy is tough. And from what I remember, the trail's not too bad from here all the way to the knock. Not terrible at all. But getting down off that mountain is fun. This is the way I gotta go. I think it kind of just skirts the sides now and doesn't go over any more peaks like that. I can't remember for sure. It's been a month. It's been longer than yesterday. Still it's all down to the knot from here though. And then all up the next day when you come out of the knock. All right, I'll give you some more views if I get them. Did I mention I have a bad memory? I do remember when it was that I did this training video. It was on my mother's birthday, which was January 28th, because I told her happy birthday. And the reason why I say I got a bad memory is because I've gone over 3 more humps, camel humps, and I still hadn't started skirting the side of the mountain. I have a bad memory. You would have thought I'd remembered that. I think, yeah, I'm gonna get to a point here and I'm gonna show you. Well, you really can't see it. I'm about to go around the side of the mountain, but there's a bunch of humps all through here. That's the big bad boy right there. And then you come from all the way over here, and then somewhere over there you go the other way. But then now it's skirting the side of the mountain here. It came all the way around this side here and then goes out on down. Thought we could see it better than that, and I could show you all those camel humps, but they were there, trust me. All right, headed on down. Whew, never been so happy to see some water. I went too long without water. I was thinking about drinking Vienna sausage juice. I won't have to do that though. That's an old story from 25 years ago backpacking. There ain't a lot of water here, but I think I can fill my bag up. My Tatadine Be-Free bag. There it goes. Been hiking on the other side of the mountain, away from the sun. It's been nice to be out of the sun today. Almost hit 70 today. It's hot. 70's hot to me anyway. Jumped over on this side of the mountain just a few minutes ago, and I got a really good view of this valley. Thought I'd share it. Have a smooth trail walking on. That went away. Beautiful. Okay, plans changed. I got down here to Rufus Morgan and it was full. So I'm going on. So tomorrow, instead of a Nero, will probably be a zero. I'm going on, see if I can get a room tonight at the Nantahala Outdoor Center. I keep saying the Knock. I know a lot of people don't know what that is. Nantahala Outdoor Center. Everybody, y'all either calls it NOC or the Knock. So I got about less than a mile, 0.8, something like that. So I'm gonna make a beeline for there. What time is it? Try to get a room, so I already have a reservation for tomorrow night, so let's see what time it is. 4:50. Hopefully I can get there in time. All right, talk to you later. Nice little water crossing here. I think I filmed this the last time I came across it. A little bit tricky. Oof. You gotta go down too. Definitely tricky. Just don't trust that rock to not be slick. Made it. Didn't tear up my phone or my body. Yep. Well, one of the things I was counting on tonight, one way or another, was to eat at this restaurant. But the water is off, is what I've been told. I had heard that on the mountain, but I was hoping that it was just bad rumor. They're closed. He said they'll open tomorrow at 11. This is a great place to come. Summertime activities. I've been here a bunch over the years. It's a lot of fun. Nantahala Outdoor Center. I love this river. It's kayaking river. Got gates over here on this side. A lot of fun here over the years. So what I'm gonna be doing is, instead of coming down tomorrow morning, just kind of hanging out down here and then spending the night and then going at it. The next day, I'm just gonna take a zero. And I didn't explain what a Nero means. A lot of you may not know what Nero means near zero. You take a Nero some days and you come down off the mountain early and don't get very many miles. You call it a Nero and rest. I'm taking a full zero tomorrow. I'm not gonna hike any tomorrow. And I'm gonna rest. My feet need a rest, especially after that last 0.8. I filmed a little bit during that. Oh shoot. Yeah, my feet need a rest. Anyway, this motel, sort of, Dogwood Motel is where I'm staying. It's up this mountain. I gotta climb up here. I'll see y'all. I'll give you one more update tonight. See you later. Okay, I got down in time to even get a shower. I feel so much better. I got sunburned again today. I gotta get some sunscreen while I'm here. Zero tomorrow. I got 15.1 trail miles today. I actually hiked 16 miles when I went up to the Western Bald Tower and to the Rocky Bald. So those were little side excursions that gave me some extra miles, but not trail miles. So you can't count those. It's been a good day. I'm whipped again. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be glad to have this zero tomorrow. I'm gonna rest and prop my feet up as much as I can. I'm washing clothes also. All my fellow hikers will appreciate that. I just wanted to say something before I sign off today. On about the third day, and I've tried not to talk about my ankles because they are a big issue, but I really don't want that to be something that everybody's thinking about. Oh, he's going to bail out because his ankles are bad, but I'm not. I'm trying not to. The third day, I think, is when I twisted my right ankle pretty good, but it didn't seem to hurt or do anything. And then on the 16 point whatever day, the biggest day I'd had up to that point, I went over 3 mountains, and it was a big day, a lot of elevation gain. And coming off the last mountain in the last 4 miles, I stepped on a little root ball. There's everywhere, they're just these little root balls that you can't see. They're just sticking under the leaves, and I twisted my right ankle again. And that's the one I've had surgery on, and I really don't need to twist it. Doesn't have anything left in there to be twisted on. And the next day is when I slack packed and went and also did a Sobo slack pack. It was only 5.7 miles. The next day was a zero during the storm at the Holiday Inn. The next day was an 18-mile day. Well, when I started hiking on the 18-mile day, my ankle was killing me. And I was praying about it. I've left videos, but I just didn't want to talk about it. And I told a friend of mine about it through a text message, and they prayed. And I stopped and set up my chair and ate lunch and just took a break because I started early that morning to get to 18 miles in. Well, the pain went away in the afternoon. And I was just totally amazed. I didn't have a whole lot of stability in the joint, and that was scaring me because I was having to, every time I step on anything, it wouldn't, the ankle would wobble, and I just was scared to death I was going to mess it up bad. But as the afternoon went on, it got better. Well, I started the next morning, and it was pretty much the same way again the next morning, but before the morning was even out, it had gotten better again. So, and today I think was the next day. I didn't have any trouble. So I don't, you can call it God or you can call it whatever. I want to believe it's God. I think God and the prayers that you people have been throwing up for me, helped me with my ankle, and I appreciate it. And I just want to say thanks for praying for me because I believe it's an answered prayer. Thank you. All right. I will give you a little video tomorrow around this Nantahala Outdoor Center. It's a pretty nice place, and I did a little bit today, but I hope I'm going to get a hot meal. The restaurant's closed, so I hope that tomorrow I get to buy a hot meal. I'm got to eat freeze-dried tonight. All right, good night, everybody. It's Tuesday night, I'm scared to say, day 11, I believe. No, it's day 12. I got to look. It is day 12, and it is March the 7th, Tuesday. All right, good night, everybody.